Vice President Kamala Harris will give the graduation speech at the Naval Academy's commissioning ceremony today. About 1,000 cadets or midshipmen will graduate. The Academy is holding the commissioning in person today. Obviously, last year they had to be virtual because of COVID-19. Our Bofta Yimam is at the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis for the ceremony. And both we're going to see Vice President Harris giving the commencement speech. What can we expect out of her speech today?
Good morning, Mike. So great to be reporting from Annapolis here at the stadium. As we know, this is a historic moment for so many who are watching this, being that she is the first woman to give the graduation speech at the U.S. Naval Academy. We can expect her to talk, yes, about her story and her journey, being that she is the daughter of immigrants from Jamaica and India. We can expect that she's going to talk about the state of the world right now and some of the administration's challenges, from the pandemic to cybersecurity threats. Also, I want to point out we've got Miguel behind the camera today. Miguel, if we would just pan a little bit to my left. And if you can see all of the different battles here at the stadium, it really is a feeling of patriotism even being here. And now that folks can finally be in person, being that last year was virtual, it does give that sense. And when you see all of the different battles across the stadium, it does bring a sense of unity. And that's something that we can expect her to talk about, being that this is the first speech where she's touching on the military. And if you could pan a little bit further to our right, Miguel, you're going to see the stage. I want to show everyone who's watching at home the stage where the vice president will be speaking from in an 18-minute speech that's taking place around 10 o'clock today. More than 1,000 midshipmen will be watching this speech as they are set to graduate. And I want to point out, Mike, that they will start in their service pretty immediately. Even by tomorrow, some of them will be in service, truly officers. This is a big moment for them. And of course, many excited. There's that feeling of excitement, being that she is the first woman. She has broken glass ceilings, as we know. And she's had a win, I want to point out, even in the past 24 hours. In the past 24 hours, we have learned that the vice president has really made a mark when it comes to her efforts in Central America. That may be something that she brings up today, being that she was able to actually bring on several big-time companies like Microsoft, who are looking to assist with her efforts in helping Central America by pouring money and investments, private sector money, into Central America. And by the way, this is what she's been tasked with through the Biden administration to help reduce migration and to improve the conditions in Central America. So she's coming off that win here today, Mike. She may touch on that, but we do know that she will likely touch on her journey, activism, her story, all that she's accomplished a little bit. And then, of course, the Biden administration, the challenges and what they're looking to do. Mike.
Yeah, and the military, obviously a big part of that, and nothing more special. A lot of things, besides having the military academies having their graduation ceremony, it's just a sight to see. And it's good to see that it's in person once again. Last year, once again, virtual for obvious reasons. So what do you expect to see at the ceremony this year, besides people?
Right. And you brought up, Mike, and we've got some folks who are streaming in right now who are family members, and it's a limited capacity, but we do have folks who are attending. So it gives an excitement to the graduates, of course, who are going to be able to capture this. But we do know that the procession starts at 9 a.m. Then around 10 o'clock, just shortly after, we'll have the Blue Angels fly over. And then the vice president set to speak at 10:22 for 18 minutes to about 10:40. And then, of course, the hat toss, which many of the graduates look forward to because kids are able to collect the hats and there's cute notes inside. So it's that inspirational nugget. And also to point out, and I think you brought this up earlier, Mike, we talk right all the time about Capitol Hill and different things that are taking place within the Biden administration. Very interesting that she will be speaking today, probably her first speech, like I mentioned, on the military. And this also comes at a time when the Biden administration is pulling out troops out of Afghanistan. So she may touch on that as well during the speech. And of course, we have the Navy here. Some of them, have their thoughts on actually serving and maybe potentially would they have gone to Afghanistan. So this all really connects. So we can expect that she'll touch on that as we go through. But it is an 18-minute speech, so she won't have, an excessive amount of time here, but enough, of course, to get the points across that she's more than likely been practicing.
Yeah, it's going to hit its mark. It's amazing that she's the first woman to ever address the Naval Academy at their commencement ceremony. It's going to be a great sight to see. Once again, good to see it once again in person. And even after that hat toss, like you mentioned, the work continues for those officers after they graduate, because they have that 6-year commitment in the military. Bofta Yimam, live from Annapolis. Thank you for your time, and thank you for starting your day with us as always.